Welcome back, everyone. Hopefully, you had a lot of fun in the sister chat with us. And of course, we are back to finish this conversation on traditional or modern women. Let us know down below which side of the spectrum you are in. And of course, we have the other side of this conversation, which we will discuss right now. And that is, which do men prefer, traditional or modern women? Comment, let us know. Especially if you're a guy, we want to hear. What do you prefer, traditional or modern? And please do not say both. Yes, don't say both. Choose, pick a side, make a decision, okay? So which one do you guys think men prefer?
I think men are very confused these days. These men don't know what they want. They want to have a woman that is traditional, but at the same time, modern. As long as it favors them. That's the thing. I think for them, it's all about themselves. Like, as long as it favors them, that's who they want. They want the woman who's going to cook, clean, give back,
and go to work,
kids, do all the work, and take care of bills also in the house. Pick a side, sir. Choose what you want. Do you want me to go to work and you will also cook whilst we cook together and clean together? Or do you want me to stay in the house and then you give me a salary and I take care of the family?
I think it's unfair to say they're confused. I think there are men that would prefer the traditional woman, and I actually have friends that would do that. They would take care of all the bills, take care of the household, everything that's needed financially, and the woman stays home and take care of the household. And that's what they choose to do. As long as they can afford it, that's okay. And you have some that are more in between that would prefer both.
The confused ones?
Yeah, the confused ones.
I think it's generational. It depends on the generation. I think if you're talking about like maybe younger men, I believe they prefer probably a modern woman. If you're talking about maybe like middle age, probably prefer traditional.
So your age range, they prefer traditional? What do you prefer?
Not my age range. Did I say I'm middle age? I just put it like something young.
You already said that. You already said yes. So we're going to just go with that. Make sure you comment below. Let us know what you prefer, especially if you're a guy. And if you're middle age, like Ole, or if
I'm not middle age.
Ole, just agree. You're middle age, okay? Okay, so I agree with Dr. J. I think there are some men that the ones that really prefer traditional, that's all they want, right? And they really go all the way out. They do it. But the ones that think that they want modern, I think those are the ones that are confused. The ones that know that they want traditional, they know very clearly what they want, and they stick with it.
What's on Gambia? You're watching. I know it's okay. Men in general, okay, 99% of them are just like are confused with everything. Okay, I'm not gonna buy what you guys are sitting here saying.
There are some men
they're confused
that
with everything. Okay, that's why I say they're confused. So there's a whole bunch of different things mixed together in one pot. Okay, that's what's called confused. What you guys are saying here is the same thing as saying that they're confused. Okay, it's a whole different bunch. And one is this, one is blue, one is red, one is pink. They all put them in one pot. That's them.
Okay.
Now listen to this. Okay, some men prefer to have a traditional woman. You know why? So they can control them. Okay, you're not allowed to speak when your husband speaks. You're not allowed to talk back when your husband talk. And you know, for me, in that sense, I'm modern. I will talk. Mm-hmm. Now you have some men who would say, okay, since you women say 50-50, now you have to go to work. Okay, fine. But then when you come home, you still want to not do part of the work that the woman is doing inside the house. You have to pick a side of what you want. Like, you can't just want all of it at the same time.
You mean like you can't want the modern woman and then want 50-50 and not clean and cook?
And not clean and cook, right? So if you're going to want a traditional woman, you have to make sure that you are ready to do the same traditions that our fathers did in the past.
Right? I don't agree with Amy with her numbers that I don't know which research she does with a 99% men are confused. I think it's on both ends. There's some women also that are confused in terms of like what they want. They want to be a modern woman, right? So they want like independence and stuff. But then when it comes to the bills part, they're like, oh, no. But then you have also some women, maybe that says they want to be like housewives, but they're not really taking care of the house.
I have a question. So research has shown it that women in the 70s were happier than women now, like the modern women now. So do you guys believe that? Like, is it possible that women were happier back in the 70s than now? I mean, Amy, you seem very angry. So if we go with the research with you, I think this will be actually accurate. What do you guys think? If you're watching, make sure you comment below. Let us know what you think. Were women happier back then or now? What do you think?
Back then, women were much more relaxed and they did not have to worry about a lot more things because it was much more acceptable for women to be just a housewife. There's a lot more societal pressure right now for women to try to do both. Either to go to work, come home, take care of the house, and do a lot more other things.
So you know what? I kind of agree with Dr. J because I feel like back then things were very clear, right? There was no confusion. Everything was very clear. This is what it is. This is what it is. And I think maybe a lot of healthy relationship or a lot of healthy men mentally, when I say healthy mentally, that we're able to respect and honor and do everything to uplift their wives and still be traditionals, actually did it well. And those wives were happy. Those women were happy, right? In a sense.
Were they happy then? Or they just didn't know what happiness looked like? And that was just a norm to them.
But let me ask this. What would you prefer in your ideal world? What would you prefer to be? Would you prefer to be a traditional wife, stay at home, or do you still prefer to go out there and be a modern woman?
Can you tell me what the traditional wife is going to entail? Like, it's a job, so you have to tell me.
So she already confused. Okay, she doesn't know what she prefers.
No,
okay.
because this is the thing. I think in every household it's going to be different, right? If my husband could possibly say, "Hey, I want you to be a stay-at-home mom. I'm going to give you X amount of money every single month. This is what you do. You take care of the house, you take care of the kids, the family, blah, blah, blah," right? Or you can just be like, "I'm just going to feed you, I'm just going to do this, and then that's it." Okay? Which one is the traditional here?
Okay, no, the first one you said is very traditional, I think. But then at the same time,
you see, that's where you make the mistake. That is actually not traditional house. No way, because a traditional man is not going to pay you a salary to stay at home.
But they will take care of you.
This is what they do. They just feed you because their kids are there. They're feeding their kids. Okay, it's not like they're giving you a payment, a salary every month. It's a job to take care of this house.
Okay, so my point is, even if they don't give you a pocket money or if they don't pay you every month, they're taking care of everything that you need, everything that you want. They buy new clothes.
Wow,
they're feeding
and
you.
That's enough?
No, I'm just asking if that's the traditional woman, would you take it?
Hell no.
What do you want? You want to be paid?
If I am going to be traditional, you will be paying me a salary in that household.
Oh yeah, you very modern. Okay.
See, I would probably still not enjoy just being at home and not have a job or not do something else. Even if I had a husband that is capable of doing everything and taking care of everything, I'll still do something. I'll still have like a non-profit organization.
Okay, so you're very modern too.
Like, I have actually went on a date with a guy. His question was straight up: if I give you everything you want, are you still going to work? Hell yeah. He's had all the money he has in his life. All he wants is just a travel partner and just travel and just have a good time. That may sound very good to some other people. To me, wackadoodle, because it's not my money.
If I'm given the choice, no, I need to make my own money.
Okay, if it's a traditional settings and he gets you the maids, he does all those things for you, and he gives you the money that you need and take care of you, like Amy's saying, and you just stay at home and take care of the kids.
And that's why a lot of those women don't have a voice in their household. Some people are gonna like disagree with me, blah blah blah. But guess what? If you go back down and sit down and really watch a lot of these homes and a lot of these women, they don't have a voice. Most of them, their husbands will actually do whatever they want to them, and they have to stay mute, shut up, and succumb to it because they don't have a choice and they have nowhere else to go. It's actually funny. I just received a message from Facebook from a girl. She said, "I want you to talk to this girl. I think you're a strong, independent woman, and I want you to talk to her because she believes that without her husband, she's no one."
Aww.
And she's just not doing anything for herself. And everyone would tell her, "Go do something," but she can't because she just feels she just needs to be with this guy.
And sometimes being traditional doesn't mean the person has to lose control. Like when we look back at our parents, like my dad took care of everything, even though my mom is just like us. She believed in getting her own business, doing different things. But my dad still took care of the household.
The survey that's saying that we're unhappy, we are tired. Honestly, I don't mind having a guy that will take care of all of it. Okay, and as long as you allow me to be creative and to also have my side thing, just in case, like so that I could also feel independent. But I don't mind the traditional settings. But I just want to be able to, maybe like my mom, I just want to be able to work and do things. But am I making sense or not really?
What we wanting really is we are wanting to be able to just have a voice. We want to be ourselves in the home setting. We don't want to be like an object where you use us when you need and then you drop us when you're done. Like, okay. You will see a woman that her husband will probably go and probably impregnate another person. They cannot even talk about it. They are suppressed. They don't even want to talk. They can't even talk. Because if you talk, you don't have their past. You know, you will not have Booby Julie. It's like, you will not have a Christmas outfit and you will not have a fishman.
So I don't think that's just in Africa. I think that's probably in most other countries where if the man is like the complete breadwinner, they do have like upper hand, right? So if it happens also that the guy happens to be a control freak, that's one way that they could use actually to suppress you or to control you.
Okay, but then what about if it's like a good guy that really is in for the marriage and everything is like he really loves you and he just wants a traditional wife, stay at home and he will take care of everything? Or is that like a dream that I have that never really happens?
No, I don't think it's a dream that you have. It just depends on the mindset of the man. Okay, if you have a control freak, even if you have a job as a woman,
right,
that man is still going to be controlling. They're still going to want you to listen to them. They are going to have a hold on what your finances. They're going to tell you how to spend your money. Even if you're making more money than them, now it becomes even more of an issue because they feel threatened. Okay, so it's about the mindset of the man that you're marrying into. If this person is fair and loves you and cares about you and are not controlling, then for sure you guys would have a happy relationship regardless of whether you have a job or not.
What I'm saying, no, it depends on the guy, right? But also, if a woman is independent and has this for herself, she is more than likely to stand up for herself, to be able to speak up.
Right.
When this woman, when this man could be loving, caring, and all that stuff, and then when it comes to this part, he sucks, right? That will actually most likely allow the woman to succumb to everything that the guy is doing. But if this woman is independent, strong, and firm, no matter how horrible or miserable this man is, he will not bring it to the house. I will kick you on your belongings.
Okay, let's do this one. Let me ask you guys quickly. So next one is house chores. So it says house chores make women more depressed, but it actually makes men less depressed. Do you guys believe in this?
That's what the research says. I think maybe it's because maybe we usually look at chores as something that a woman does. So because of that, I guess it has like a stress factor. Whereas maybe for the guys, it's kind of like maybe more of like a relaxing thing because they're not the ones that are usually doing the chores. So when they do it, it feels relaxing. And whereas us women, we feel like, oh my God, I have to do this and this and this. So it comes like with a stress factor, I think. I don't like chores, so.
Over the years, right, as a young woman, this is what they use as a form of punishment for you.
So remember when we were growing up at the house, especially during Ramadan, it'd be like a whole lot of bowls. You know, in Africa, our bowls and our pots are not like this. It's like a house. And we would have to wash and wash and wash. Like literally, I can remember washing from this, and then so you have to rinse it, and then you have a big what do you call pan bucket?
Mm-hmm.
You have a big bucket, benuar. You have a benuar, a big bucket, and then you have to wash it there, and then you take another one. And we were so young. I must have been like maybe 11. But then the men, none of them did any of those. They came and they're like, is food ready? Is it time to eat? If it's not, they go back outside and drink green tea, attaya, and work. I mean, it's just crazy how we're expected to do so much, but then also they don't teach the men anything. So I guess that's why the modern men also are very confused.
The fact that it makes us depressed more, that is facts, because they use it as a form of punishment for us women. And no man was punished in a way like that. Like, oh, come and wash the dishes today. It's Sunday, wash all the dishes. No. So obviously growing up, you already hated it. So like now that you're growing up in your household, it's like, well, damn, it's a punishment again for me to just wash all these dishes.
So you're like, damn, my life is a punishment. But
it's my whole
life.
life.
If you remember when we were at Dr. Mom's house, washing the dishes was a meditation for me.
So Juka was saying that she likes washing the dishes because it's a form of meditation. So I brought her like these big bowls and pans, and she was like, not this kind. Like a smaller one. I was like, no, meditation is meditation. I think we need to send Juka back to Africa to go to houses and just wash dishes.
No, it's because I chose to reset my mindset.
No, she's trying to fake it until she makes it. She thinks that if she mentally makes herself believe it's a treatment for her, then it becomes a treatment and she's not depressed. But the reason why I think men enjoy chores or even boost their self-esteem, it's more of them feeling worthy. Because now they feel like they're doing something that's contributing to the household. For us, we're not contributing anything. We've been contributing. That's our livelihood. That's what we do every day. So men need to listen to us and try to balance it out so we can also feel worthy of doing what we do.
Snap, Dr. J just dropped the bombshell, but you have to listen to us, okay, men? If you're watching right now, let us know. What do you prefer as men? Do you actually feel some sense of less depressed when you're washing the dishes? I don't know if I would totally agree with that though, especially if they're in Africa, in Gambia, maybe in the West, because we see it as normal. But if you look at it in Africa and in most countries, seeing a man like literally washing the dishes, not even in the sink, but like the pompe, the tap, they have it outside, the kitchen is outside, everything is outside. And seeing a husband sitting there washing and stuff, I don't know if this research would be accurate there. Because I don't think a lot of men would like to do that.
I think this is a Western research. I don't
think.
No.
Your mother is coming.
They may feel like if they do that, there will be a reward later on at night. So they may be excited, wanting to actually wash the dishes. Trust me.
That's the West, though. I don't see any guy.
That's not there. Let me tell you. If there's a bowl in that sink and you travel as a woman, you will come back 2 months later, the bowl will be in the sink.
On that note, we'll go ahead and leave this bowl right here, this conversation. And when we come back, we'll finish this next side of the show, which is a good hot soup. So stick around and we will have an amazing hot soup to salivate on right here on the Sister Show. We'll be right back. 35 yani elikidi hadi patili karibu ile nani